Hello everyone, I'm Dennis Davis.
And I'm Connor Morris, reporting for the News Team News Brief. We're going to begin with some weather.
Hello everyone, I'm Cal Macon here with today's weather. Today we have a high temperature of 45, a low of 27 with winds at 14 miles an hour, and our precipitation for snow is at 100%. Next you can see that we have a cold front moving in from the north coming down into Minneapolis and into Cincinnati down here. And this is just the rain coming up, also coming up into Cincinnati over down here. And then this is the whole country view where it's coming all from the west coast, coming all the way into Ohio, right down here. So there's a cold front coming in. All right, today's weather is 62 degrees with a low of 37. There will be morning fog and it will be partly cloudy. And tomorrow's weather will be 58 with a low of 41 and rain showers, and it's going to be cloudy. This is our 7-day forecast. On Friday it'll be 18 with a low of 8, Saturday 20 with a low of 9, same with Sunday. Monday it'll be 27 with a low of 12, Tuesday 39 with a low of 25, and Wednesday 40 with a low of 32. Thank you.
Thanks, Callum. Now on some religious news. A Scientology cruise ship has been quarantined in the port of Caraco, St. Lucia after passengers tested positive for measles. The ship was allowed to return to Caraco Harbor, its home port, on that Saturday morning. Check out this clip.
A cruise ship reportedly operated by the Church of Scientology is under quarantine in St. Lucia. A female crew member tested positive for measles and is now in isolation. About 300 people are on board. More than 700 measles cases have been confirmed in the U.S. so far, and that is a 25-year high.
A total of 9 medical professionals and authorities, led by Dr. Izzy Gerstenbruth, went on a ship as representatives of Caraco Health Department Sunday, according to CNN affiliate Telecaraco. The one suspected patient has passed her incubation period, and Gerstenbruth said he was not alarmed by her condition, Telecaraco reported. Blood samples from the select passengers have been sent to Netherlands for testing. It is unclear when the results will be returned, Gerstenbruth said. Meantime, passengers and crew are staying on board the ship, and there's no indication it will leave Caraco. Now let's send it over to sports with Mark.
Hi, I'm Mark Bennett, and I will be presenting today's sports report. James Harden has been having killer games in the past couple weeks. He's had a 12-game streak with 30 or more points. He seems unstoppable, but unfortunately, just recently he lost his streak when he scored 28 against the Denver Nuggets. If he keeps on performing like this, I believe he will win MVP. Now in the NFL. Super Bowl 49 was a good matchup between the New England Patriots and the St. Louis Rams. The Patriots and Rams battled it out, but this ended up being Tom Brady's 5th ring. The Patriots and Rams played a hard game with Tom Brady throwing a big pick in the beginning of the game, but they still found a way to win. Check out this clip from the game.
We go! Super Bowl! Let's have a day, Jim! All right. Down to the goal line. It's Patterson. He's dangerous. He's going to try that left side. He's taken off. Down the sideline, and finally, it's Sirline, the kicker, who got hold of him. They run it. Michelle rips off a good run for about 13. Tight end set. Michelle, the running back. And a third straight running play. Picks up the first.
Thanks, Mark. Now in politics. The 2020 election is approaching quickly. That leaves many of us asking, what happens if Donald Trump refuses to admit he lost? Speaker Nancy Pelosi recently commented on this exact situation. Quote, Trump said, would poison the public mind if he lost. He would challenge each of the races. He would say, you can't beat these people, end quote. That might seem like an exaggeration from Pelosi, but it isn't Take a look at this situation. Since the moment he won the White House in November 2016, Trump has shown a willingness to entertain the idea that there is some sort of broad conspiracy aimed at trying to disenfranchise conservative voters. Earlier this year, speaking at a fundraiser for the House Republican campaign arm, Trump again raised the specter that his side was being cheated. It's not much of a stretch then to imagine that Trump refusing to admit defeat and hand over power voluntarily would be the final sacred cow he would slaughter. It will be interesting to see how the next election shakes out. Let's hope that regardless of what happens, power is transferred peacefully. Now on our baseball team.
The Indian Hill baseball team began their season in Vero Beach, Florida, playing a tournament. They then came back to Cincinnati and started off hot. Here's Chris Newman to talk about that.
My favorite memory from this season was our game against CHCA. That was a big win for us. We beat them 2-1, and I really think that was like a turning point in our season, and we started rolling from there.
The Braves continued to compete with some Division I programs such as Sycamore, knocked off the number 5 seed Wyoming, and lost 2 tough games to the number 1 seed Taylor before heading into the tournament.
So first game in the tournament, we beat a pretty bad team of Hughes. We ruled them 10-0. We play Summit today, and they're gonna be a good team. It's gonna be a battle, but we can beat them. And we're working hard. We hope to make a push in this tournament.
The Braves are a 9 seed this year and look to knock off number 3 seed Summit Country Day this afternoon.
Now for a quick commercial break.
And now in the environment, a biodiversity report found that over 1 million animals are close to extinction due to the threat of humans. A summary of the report's findings, released Monday by the Intergovernmental Science Policy Platform on Biodiversity and Ecosystem Services, which was established in 2012 by the United Nations Environment Program and includes representatives from 132 countries. Robert Watson, the panel's chair and professor of environmental sciences at University of East Anglia in the UK, said evidence collected over the past 5 decades from roughly 15,000 scientific and government study paints an ominous picture. The health of the ecosystems on which we and all the other species depend on is deteriorating more rapidly than ever, he said in a statement. We're eroding the foundations of our economies, livelihoods, food security, health and quality of the worldwide. Each ecosystem is interconnected with each other. When you eliminate one piece of the puzzle, the rest is sure to crumble. Now for some pop culture news with Dennis.
Matt Gutt's guests wore their interpretations of this year's theme, Camp Notes on Fashion, as it hit the pink carpet of New York's Metropolitan Museum of Art. Pop star Lady Gaga arrived in a pink dress, but promptly stripped down to a black dress underneath, then another pink dress under that, and finally to her underwear. Katy Perry went as a life-sized chandelier with electric candles and dripping with crystals. Wearing a red and crystal ensemble, Jared Leto arrived with an unusual guest, a replica of his own head. Singer Casey Musgraves dressed up as Barbie for tonight's Met Gala at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Everyone who attended had a wonderful night camping at the Met Gala. I can't wait to see what looks they come up with for the theme next year.
Now let's check out the Champions League.
That's all.
The Champions League final is the second most viewed soccer event in the world, right behind the World Cup finals. But this game is better because there are 2 games. The Champions League tournament is just like the World Cup. 32 teams compete in a round-robin tournament, then it proceeds to the knockout rounds. But each team plays each other twice, once in each team's stadium, until you get to the final, which this year it has gotten down to 2 teams. The last 2 teams in the final will play on the 20th and 27th of March. The 2 teams remaining are Liverpool and Tottenham, which is surprising because they are both English teams, and this is a tournament that is all of Europe. Liverpool is favored to win, but let's hear what other people have to say about it.
Rohan, who do you think is going to win the Champions League final? I think Liverpool will win it. Why? I think they'll win it because they have a stronger team, very strong defense, and they really fight for it.
They do. All right, thank you. All right, Ben, who do you think is going to win the Champions League final?
I think Tottenham is going to win the Champions League final.
Why is that?
Because Harry Kane offers a very strong presence up front, and I think his premier scoring ability will outpace the weak Liverpool defense.
There you go.
That's all the news we have for you now. I'm Connor Morris.
And I'm Dennis reporting for the news team. Thanks for watching and have a great day.